Okay, so this is what I will be using to make these ornaments that I'm making today. If you can't tell by the paint colors, this is going to be our black magic ornaments. So I have multiple different skin complexions, my polyacrylic, containers to hold my polyacrylic, and a funnel. And you also need vinyl and alcohol for this. I'm gonna start off with the coffee bean, and I got this from Walmart. It's the Apple Barrel brand outdoors gloss. Pour that in there. I'm gonna add some polyacrylic to the mixture. That should be good. So I'm gonna clean up this egg right here with my old dish towel, and then I'm just gonna let it dry like upright like this for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it upside down. And now we're gonna go on to the real brown, and then we're gonna coat it. So I'm going to show you guys the difference between using just the acrylic paint and using acrylic paint and polyacrylic. So you'll see that later in this video. So this is why I'm doing 2 balls of the same color. And then you want to add this polyacrylic. And then you just and then we're gonna let this sit up and dry too, so you can see the difference once it dries, and determine what's best for you and your product. Okay, so this was the chestnut. And I like the polyacrylic in with the paint the best because it helps it move around a little bit faster. Here's just a little recap for you guys. All we're doing here is pouring the paint into the ornament and then adding polyacrylic, and then you just swirl it with your hands. And if it starts to separate from the polyacrylic, you just add a little bit more paint, just to have it even. I don't have like a set amount on each one to do, but I just add paint, add some polyacrylic, and if it's too much polyacrylic added, I just insert some more paint. Now this is going to be our Vitiligo ornaments. I am taking the Dollar Tree paint and making circles, lines, and then I kind of do a splatter effect as well on the inside of the globe, on the inside of the ornament, just so I can get the pattern that I want. It's not really set pattern at all, just go for it and have fun with it. But we're gonna let this light part dry completely. I was about to add it in there. I was like, wait, no, I think that's how I messed up last time. So I stopped and I decided not to use the Dollar Tree brown in there. But I am going to add polyacrylic into the spots because I did not mix it in the beginning. So just so it doesn't go anywhere and I want it to stay where it's at, I'm adding the polyacrylic and letting this dry overnight. So excuse my work area, I am a mess, I know, I'm sorry, but I'm going to take my 70% because I don't have any 91% and just clean off my balls. I guess I could do that with you guys since I did not do it in my last video. Here's a old rag. I'm going to pour some on here. And then I'm just going to sanitize and remove all of this paint. I can probably just peel this paint off. So you hear my Cricut is just cutting out the girls' faces. Okay, so I done chose my decals to put onto the onto my balls, and it is very hard for me to put stuff on a curved surface, so I'm not the best to watch. So I'm not going to show you how I do each and every one of these. I'm going to show you how I do this one with the roots, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do the one with the eyebrows, the lashes, and the lips. Do the lips first, and then I'll take it off completely, and then I do the lashes, just the lashes, and then I'll take that off completely, and then I'll place the eyebrows, and then we're done with that part. And you want to make sure you keep it even. Mine was a little bit crooked, but you know, it's okay. This is what it looks like sure when you do not add polyacrylic to your mixture with your paint. So trash that one. And then this is the exact same color with polyacrylic. As you can see, it got a little messy from pouring it out onto my plastic bag. But the polyacrylic just binds it all together. And make sure that it stays onto the marble, on the glass or on your plastic, whichever you prefer. This was my first attempt to the Vitiligo. As you can see, it just looks like a freaking mess. So this is how we're gonna do the Vitiligo. We're gonna take our ornaments from the Dollar Tree, since I wasted all of them from the glass ones trying to do other things. I hand painted, which I already showed you, and now I blow dried this ornament to make sure that it was dry. So this ornament sat from 9 p.m. until 9 a.m. and still was not dry. So I went to go ahead and grab my blow dry to try to dry it. I did use the Dollar Tree paint instead of the fast drying Apple Barrel brand. So I'm pretty sure if I used the Apple Barrel brand, it would have been dry by the time I woke up, but it wasn't. So I'm blow drying it. And even after I was done blow drying it, it still was not completely dry. So I went ahead and let it sit for another 2 hours. And then I came back and added the brown paint anyways. And it was a success. So it doesn't have to be completely bone dry, but make sure it's dry enough or it will smear like my first ball. And then yeah, so you'll see the results pretty soon. After you added your polyacrylic and swirled and twist, you want to pour the brown on out. I did not let this sit upright for 10 minutes before I poured it out. I just dumped it because I didn't want it to get time to smear or anything like that. So I just dumped it right away. And then I'm gonna let it sit like this for a second, and then I'll add my decal and everything to it. I forgot to take the crown out, so you'll probably be seeing me redo this and take the crown out like right now, because I'm gonna pull up the little puffball and you'll see the crown being stuck. So I'll take that right on up and then just apply it down there. I didn't reprint it or anything. I just removed it. So my daughter broke my stuff, y'all. Like, she literally broke it while I was recording. Like, y'all, she broke it while I was recording. So I had to redo it on a smaller bulb, which I was kind of mad about, because I already had to do the vitiligo on a different bulb because I wasted the extras on trying to create it the first 2 times. So that's why they're uneven, but I'm done with everything. I'm gonna show you how I set up for my pictures and show you the end result right now.